And welcome back to when today's video comes to us from I believe it's Mob What If Story or Mob If Story. What was the name of this person again? Person's name was Mob What If Story, yeah. And it's the only person I could find who actually gave me this suggestion. No joke. Like, this is one of the reasons I chose the suggestion. I'm like, well, someone else gave me Goku versus the Hulk, I'm sure, so I can cram a couple extra names out. No. No one else has given me Goku versus the Hulk, as far as I can tell. And if you have, let me know so I can, check through the names. But Goku versus the Hulk. Now, I will reference a little bit of the Broly death battle with Hulk because I do think there is some relevance to that one. Because it's another Dragon Ball Z character versus the Hulk. Goku, we know Goku at this point. Saiyan, Super Saiyan, martial arts, Ki Blast, God Ki. But it's really more about talking about where their level of powers really lie to determine where the fight is. The Hulk, obviously, angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Even base-wise, he can easily go toe-to-toe with Dragon Ball characters, no problem. World Breaker Hulk can literally break worlds, even break galaxies. We know he was capable of destroying galaxies, and even to some degree universes. He punched. I think was he the one who punched a hole in the null void zone? I believe that's the dimension where people just go for prisoner's sake. I think maybe anyway. Hulk is also, by all accounts, immortal. We learned that Gam is connected to hell. Whenever he dies, he comes back from whatever killed him. You'd have to basically annihilate Hulk basically down to the atom to really kind of permanently put him down, or take away basically his healing factor in some way. Or wear him down to the point where he reverts back to Banner. The question really here is who has the greater level of power? Because right from the gate, I'm going to tell you right now, Goku has the better area of control because he can fly. He's probably faster, quite frankly. Unlike Broly, who just goes into a blinding rage, he is pretty much in control of his entire, self. Also, he has Ultra Instinct as well, so he is capable of reacting to individuals just on instinct alone, which gives him speed well beyond that of any normal Dragon Ball Z character. Even in the Infinite Void, I can't remember the place that the Tournament of Power took place in. Is that the Null Void world? Anyway, it's basically an infinite world, dimension nothingness. He was shaking that world. A world of basically infinite nothingness, and he was shaking it with his power, similar to Jiren was. And Gogeta and Broly were able to break reality. Goku isn't quite that strong, from what we can tell, though he might be somewhere in that area. But yeah, Goku, we know, just in Super Saiyan God shook the very fabric of the Dragon Ball universe, which is much larger, and it was even felt in the world of the Kais, which is outside of our universe, or the Dragon Ball Z universe. And that was just Goku in normal God, which he absorbed into his base form. And then, obviously, when Death Battle calculated the whole, transformation multiplier on there, that made him dozens of times stronger than the World Breaker Hulk that we had seen. And that's not even including Super Saiyan, God, or Blue, or even Ultra Instincts, which we know, even though it's more of a state of mind, it is a transformation too, which did offer greater power. Ultra Instinct Goku's power was greater than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku. It just was. We could see that from the fight. We could. So it does very much beg the question: is just, could Hulk overwhelm Goku? Could he overwhelm Goku fast enough? The problem is that the only form of Hulk that really could stand a chance is World Breaker Hulk, and Hulk's not going to immediately be World Breaker Hulk in the fight. It would be a base Hulk versus Goku, who already has God Ki on his side, transforms at Super Saiyan level, then, just kind of start overwhelming Hulk very quickly. And unlike Broly, who is losing a bit of his, composure the stronger he gets, Goku isn't doing that. So, honestly, just in Super Saiyan 3 alone, Goku is overwhelming Hulk. We saw that even in Dragon Ball Z alone, his power was enough to be shaking the world just by powering up, not doing anything. So it's this is one of those fights where Hulk will also most likely be the aggressor in the fight too. So Goku just boop boop. Goku also has techniques Broly doesn't. Besides the Kamehameha, he has the Destructo Disc on his side, Solar Flare, Instant Transmission, where he can easily just take Hulk, send him somewhere else. If Goku were, a smart fighter in terms of, hey, I need to save the planet, he would just teleport Hulk somewhere off out of this world and then just go back. But Goku wants to fight his opponent, obviously. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. Goku would be on the losing side initially, but Goku quickly would power up, go through transformations. By the time he hits Super Saiyan 3, he would be overwhelming Hulk. Hulk might be getting angrier, maybe even going to World Breaker, but ultimately Goku going to Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, even without the Kaioken added on to it, would just be overwhelming. That's not even taking in Ultra Instinct. For me, it just comes down to Goku power-wise, he really does just eclipse Hulk ultimately. Because Goku's base has gotten stronger from when he absorbed it into his base. So the Super Saiyan God you see in Battle of Gods is not the level of power Goku has in his base. His power is greater than that. So yeah, and problem is too, it's kind of like Boomstick pointed out, you never know what version of the Hulk you're really getting in these fights. And as his rage continues, he's quite possibly going to be making more mistakes. Whereas Goku, he knows how to, keep going, try to re-strategize if he can. It's only when his opponent truly is overwhelming in power that Goku really has to, just be throwing everything he can at him. While Hulk is certainly powerful, his power isn't overwhelming. Like Hulk against Beerus, for example, which I'm sure is something will come up eventually. Beerus could easily just Hakai him out of existence. He could. Because Hulk, despite all his power, Beerus is like a high universal, low multiversal, and his Hakai would. I don't think Broly could survive. I don't think Hulk could survive that. Similar thing here. And yes, if you want me to use Manga Goku has also used the Kai. Although, let's be very clear, he only used it the one time. I don't use Manga Goku because the manga and the anime are so vastly different that I don't think it works. I don't think you can, and you can't really composite them because they're so vastly different. So yeah, I prefer using the anime Goku. And even anime Goku, I think, is just well beyond that of Hulk, unfortunately. Hulk would put up a very good fight, though, at least from the early stages of the fight. But as the fight continues, Hulk would just not be able to play catch-up because the multiplier for Goku's transformations is not gradual like Hulk's anger is. It's exponential. That's why Hulk can't keep up in these fights. It's just unfortunate, in my opinion, because Hulk is a great character to be throwing at people when you want to throw a beat stick character at them. But ultimately, my money is on Goku, and I know I'm going to get a lot of people who are just like, you're using Death Battle logic and all that. Look, is Death Battle 100% right all the time? No. In fact, I don't even think they're probably right on their math, really, in terms of what they did in that fight. But in terms of what they're trying to explain, the mass or the great difference between Broly and Hulk's power, and using Goku as a comparison in that, I think, and basically kind of the scaling to each other, I think was very accurate. Because, I was rooting for Broly, sure, but that's neither here nor there. And simply because when they explained it, it made sense, at least to me. Now, I know, again, I'm going to get people who say, you're using that battle. He's like, you dude, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, whatever. That's your opinion. You're welcome to it. But guess what? I did agree with their opinion when they did that, so suck it. Yeah, I get these people. I mean, it's the price of doing this type of video series where it's always that debate where it's like, oh, who's going to win? Well, I disagree because of this. Well, you're wrong because of this. You're never going to get someone who agrees with you 100%. I mean, you're always going to get someone who thinks they know more than you. And to be fair, there are plenty of people who know more than me. Absolutely. And, maybe someone could actually offer a legitimate argument to why Hulk is stronger than Goku. I just don't think he is. So that's just my opinion. Ultimately, though, that is just my opinion. What do you think of the comments below? Let me know. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. I'll be back with Zanpakuto, a video creation series as well. And a pre-recording my Who Would Win for tomorrow. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you folks later. Have a good one.